If you're trying to improve your positioning in Chivalry 2, I got an absolutely awesome video for you with a great tip I got from a top player in the game that I do shout out a lot. His name is Help Me Step Bo. This is going to sound flat out bizarre, but it 100% works, first and foremost for positioning, but a few other things as well. I was very skeptical when he told me this. I love this dude, but I did think he was trying to troll me a little bit and kind of brag about how good he is, that he does well when he does this. And what it comes down to is what you're hearing in the game right now is not what I'm hearing whatsoever. I have the game completely muted, and it does help with more than just positioning. We'll get more on that in a second. But basically, you're going to be so paranoid, you're not going to be listening for footsteps because you can't. You realize how inconsistent that is as you skip ahead a little bit here just because there is a big walk back after healing. After we get absolutely destroyed by this catapult, go flying to the spawn and go say hi to all our friends there. Throughout the video, I'll be giving examples of how it helped and how it did hurt and why long term you're obviously not going to always have the sound off. But moments it really did make a difference and why it's such a good tool. Perfect example right here, right? I don't get hyper focused on this guy. I don't chase him down. I turn around, and look at that. There's a bunch of people coming. So we're going to back up subtly and get with the team instead of just thirsting on one guy. And we do turn around here again, but the rest of the team is gone. It does lead to a death, but we stayed along longer than we would have otherwise. I do want to shout out the people we were playing with today because there was a lot of them. This was a lobby that was just thicker than a snicker. We got Stepbo, as I said. He's on the other team. He gets auto-bound, so he's going to help us out a little later. We have Typer, the console GOAT. He was just an unstoppable killing machine. He doesn't play as much now, but he was the second person to ever hit level 1,000. Probably would have been first if it wasn't for the blood, sweat, and virginity of the person who finished first. Very, very cool guy. Then we have CK Ryan. He's on the other team. He's one of the members of Shiv Cartel, and they're an amazing clan. A lot of cool guys in there, and I would say he's one of their best players. And then we have some of the dumbasses from the Unyielding Discord who aren't as good, but they're very fun. I'll have that Discord linked in the pinned comment if you want to play with them. Some absolute morons, but are very funny like them. We have the newcomer, Mr. Clem, and then we have Rusty Brass Balls. Very cool name, huh? I'm going to go get a thesaurus and look up some similes for the word cool because I feel like I used that this entire video like 6 times. I'll let the game breathe a little bit. We'll give some tips here and there. And this was one of the frustrating parts, is that I got killed from behind by a sprint charge and I don't hear the yelling. That's one of the few examples of things that it made it a lot more hard to survive. Okay, so here's tip number 2 it can help with, is you're going to be looking around for more target switches in group fights. 1vxing isn't the only time you want to be target switching. You want to do these in fights where there's a lot of people around, and I'm still looking around. I don't want to get attacked from behind, but it does lead to a lot of takedowns. Maybe not necessarily kills, because I'm constantly just not listening for those footsteps. They're so inconsistent. I really didn't realize that until I started doing this for the last day or so. It also has nothing to do with that absolute madman jumping around stabbing everyone with the spear. It was 100% me. Now, what I'm going to notice looking back at this happens quite a few times, is I'm going to hit Ryan with fire pots, and it's just leading to so many deaths for him. It was like a heat-seeking missile specifically for him, and then that's him trying to put out the burn, and I killed him. I probably would have let him go if I realized that, but I'm so used to him playing footman. So Ryan, if you're watching this, I am so sorry. Right here, this is a terrible feint. I was trying to get closer to him and close the distance without stopping during my swing. But I did notice mechanically I wasn't playing as well, probably because I was just so paranoid about where people are standing. I'll give a few more examples than that, because in the town square I did make some brutal mistakes, just wasting so much stamina, and as well as drags that just fell off. I wasn't using them correctly, because again, you're just focusing so much, where is everyone, where is my team, that a lot of other things get ignored. But it really does carry over to when you do have the sound on. There's no reason not to try this now and then, in my opinion, if you're really looking to get better. Now, we're going to end up in a guy's highlight reel. He's just going to kill 3 of us. Yes, we were a little low on health. Doesn't really matter when you just kill 3 people like that. He does give me a kick. I don't think that was on purpose, because then he kills me right away. No teabagging or anything. No harm, no foul. Check out here on mid-fight, but I'm looking around. I notice there's no spawn wave, just a few people coming. And that's something I probably would have relied on sound for and that inconsistency if I did that. But the same guy gets me with an amazing War Axe drag. Really shout out him, if he's okay with the shout out, CT. I don't know him, but he killed me a lot in this game. The Messer truly is my best weapon. I'm trying not to use it as much. I've talked about how sometimes I think it's overpowered, but when I'm trying to challenge myself like this, I think it's the best call there. It's such a fun weapon. I may bring it out of retirement, but before I do that, you'll never guess what happens next. In my opinion, this is the exact life here where I was alive for a little bit, where it really started to feel like it clicked and I was being completely aware of my surroundings, and target switching, all that really started to come together. You're going to see me pile up a bunch of kills here, and from here on out, we're going to cut down the deaths a little bit and start getting the kills up. It's exactly what you want. To make matters even better, we're going to fuel our barbarian reckless attack rage by killing 2 archers. Doesn't really get any better than that. They're just dumbasses, just staying right there for me. He does get back up. I'm going to act like I'm attacking other people, but he should know if he had a single brain cell, which, you know, none of them ever do. He's the main reason I'm over here. So we swat him away like a fly. Another telegraph drag here where I look away too soon. That's going to get me in trouble. We get more backup, and thanks to him, we're going to get a few more kills here. Right after this 3rd archer kill, I'm going to make a big time mistake. If you didn't notice, I forgot to teabag him. That's on me, guys. It's a big time mistake there, rookie mistake. I really apologize for that. I'll be better about the next few. I'll definitely get some teabags in because no one else was around. There's no excuse for that. Now we're going to get in a mostly 1v1 versus Ryan. I do get 1 jab. That's nice. That's about it, though. I do have my back to this, like, upcoming enemies. I really think that was kind of not something I would change in this case. I don't really think there's much of a chance to survive. So it actually does end up working out because the team moves up, but old habits die hard. You'll never guess what happens next, though. So we were on fire for about 30 minutes of just trying to get up here on the objective. I'm going to skip past all that fire and inferno and just get right back into the action. This is something I just assume a lot of people know, but if you noticed, I crouched right there. I can swing without moving my forward momentum, and I'm just going to continue to get killed by archers. It's driving me crazy even looking back. So now if you see the guy with the battle axe, Typer is going to let us go away, the console goat as I said, which is going to lead to a bunch of kills here. Very nice of him to spare my life. He did it about 10 million times in the Fallmire game, a little before this while I was warming up. Very cool guy. Typer is pretty funny because I used to hate him when he was destroying every single lobby I was in, going like 50-3 a lot of the time. It was pretty insane the first year of the game out how good he was. And Then I started talking to him, and he's a completely normal guy. I had this virgin weirdo like pictured in my head of someone that just sits in a basement all day playing video games. Completely normal, has a family. It's just funny because Reddit complains about level 1000s and all these good players, but the reason a lot of us stuck around is because we made so many friends in this game. I don't think you guys understand how frustrating it is. This game isn't something I think about once I'm not on it. It's just I do play it a lot. It's the only multiplayer game I play for the most part. I'm just saying, we're nice guys a lot of the time, not everyone. Little bit of a rant I just wanted to go on because Tiber is pretty much the living embodiment of that. We're just kind of wandering around cleaning up kills because at this point, we know we're going to get a win. I'm going to commend this archer because he kills me in melee somehow. Maybe that'll help him reform his ways when he knows I actually respect that. And we do wrap up the win. If you want to see me get farmed by archers, if you're into that, or you want to hear an all-time rant, I'm going to have a video up to the left, the top left, where I get killed by them 13 times. No exaggeration, there's a counter on it and all that. I love you guys. It's so good to be back. I'll see you in the next one.